Hey, John and Sally, good to see you guys today. I know you signed up for couples therapy because you want help for your troubled marriage. And as you know, we've been working through your resentments one step at a time because nothing goes well when you have active resentments. And we've been using the Reunite tool. So today, John, it's actually your turn to go next. And the next resentment I have on your list that you wanted to talk about was uneven workload. So whenever you're ready, John. Okay, this is about feeling like the majority of work to keep our life moving forward is on my shoulders. Thank you for improving by recently you've been offering to help out more with taking the kids to their appointments and helping out more with the house chores. And so I do appreciate that progress and I've been noticing it. It makes sense that working around the house and doing the chores regularly and preparing the meals doesn't necessarily come natural because I know you've mentioned growing up, your mom would do all that for you. Is that right? And what else from your past may contribute? Yeah, that's right. My mom did everything for me growing up, so I didn't really have to do chores myself. And so I think that definitely has rubbed off. And as you know, I grew up in Hawaii, and so my family wasn't very focused on chores or keeping things tidy or to-do lists because we were at the beach a lot and just having barbecues and kind of relaxing. It also makes sense that you've been a stay-at-home mom for about 10 years now, and I can see how that would probably make you burned out and not have much energy to want to chip in with other chores or other tasks. You're feeling burned out. Is that right? And what else from your circumstances may be contributing? Yeah, that's also right. Raising our kids and just chasing them around the house all day, it's hard to have much energy to do much else. So it's hard for me to do the chores, hard for me to prepare any meals, hard for me to participate in the bills. It's hard for me to do anything because I'm just so wiped out at the end of the day that I feel really spread thin. And I acknowledge that I've also contributed to this because I tend to just do things and take care of things. So it probably sends the signal I don't really need much help. So I'm probably giving a false impression that I'm okay with our arrangement instead of being more clear with how I've been feeling about it. Is that right? And how else have I contributed? Yeah, that is right. Because often you don't mention it, how you're feeling, and you just do a lot of things. And so I think, well, that must be how he likes it. And he's not really talking about how he doesn't like it, so it gives the impression that you're okay with our arrangement, and so I really don't know any different. I'm also bringing a sensitivity to this topic because it taps into my value system that I was raised with, because as you know, growing up, my family was very industrious. We did a lot of chores, we didn't sit down very often, we were mopping the floors, cleaning the bathroom, washing the cars, painting the fence. So we were constantly doing tasks. So what I feel in our marriage often can violate that value system that I was raised with. So overall, there's been a pattern of feeling like there's an uneven workload and that the majority of the tasks to keep our house and our life moving forward is on my shoulders. And that makes me feel stressed. It makes me feel unappreciated, and it makes me feel frustrated. And it taps into my core need to feel like things are fair and that we're a team. Good job, John. Okay, you're done with the complainer steps. And now, Sally, it's your turn now for the listener steps. Okay, so you feel like there's been a pattern of uneven workload and that the majority of things that keep our life moving forward are on your shoulders. And that makes you feel taken for granted, stressed, and frustrated. And it taps into your core need for fairness and feeling like a team. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I own that I don't do much when it comes to chores. I also own that I tend to assume our arrangement is okay instead of checking in with you to make sure that you feel okay with it too. I can see how me not doing more chores and assuming that you're okay with our arrangement would make you feel frustrated, stressed, and taken for granted. I'm sorry for how my tendency to not do many chores and to assume you're okay with our arrangement makes you feel frustrated, stressed, and taken for granted. Moving forward, how about we sit down and discuss chores and which chores would be appropriate for me to start doing, which chores you want to do, which chores the kids should be doing, so we can get on the same page and have the same expectations. And that could also help us make sure the arrangement is working for both of us so things feel fair. What do you think? And what else would you appreciate? Thanks. I think those ideas actually could help a lot because I think we just have different expectations and we don't communicate about it. And then I build resentments and then I don't talk about it. I just stuff it down. And so I know you're in the dark a lot. So I do think it would help if we did sit down, write down all the chores. How can we divvy this up in a way that's going to feel fair for both of us so that we feel more like a team and that there's not hidden expectations underneath the surface. So I think that would help. Good job to both of you. This is how you help troubled marriages. You work through the resentments one at a time with the Reunite tool so it's calm and constructive. So I feel like you both did a really good job following those steps, and the ideas you came up with sound like they could be really helpful. I'm Dr. Wyatt. Follow up for more, and to help your marriage, check out the free resources in my bio.